Hey guys, welcome back to Foundation Week. It's day 3. We've made it to day 3. If you're new to my channel, you don't know what's going on, it's Foundation Week. You landed right in the middle of Foundation Week, where every single day for 7 days, I try a new foundation, we do a first impressions, I take you throughout the day with me, and it's just really, really fun. And so it's for those foundation junkie lovers, or if you're just personally curious about this particular product. So I'll link the playlist down below so you can catch up. I've done one other series of these. And give me a big ol' fat like if you like that I do Foundation Week. So let's just get straight into it. Today we are talking about the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. Full coverage, color correcting full coverage cream. Plus anti-aging hydrating serum. So this is kind of what it looks like. And I've told you guys before, I don't know if you guys seen the other videos of the hauls or anything like that, or the first foundation day. I love squeezy tubes like this. I love that they're squeezy tubes and they have a pump on it, and you know, they have like a long cap, and it just calls out to me. I love this packaging for foundation. So I did get the shade medium. So I always put a huge jumbo list of foundations that match me, drugstore, high-end, all the ones that seem to fit me. I always list them down below in every single video, even if it's not a foundation video. So you can match yourself and you can compare yourself if you want to me. So yeah, I got the shade medium. We'll see if this one fits me. I was torn between medium or medium tan, but we'll see. So I'm going to quickly read the claims of this foundation, and then I'll tell you about my skin type just in case you're new. So this is on the website. It says it's a #1 best-selling, award-winning beauty miracle, is what it says. It does have SPF 50. And it says this is a breakthrough color correcting cream, never creases or cracks, and instantly camouflages skin imperfections, including dark spots. Okay, I have dark spots and pigmentation. Plus it's infused with an advanced anti-aging serum made of hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, niacin, hyaluronic acid, antioxidants, and vitamin A, B, C, and E that work in harmony to diffuse and the look of wrinkles, enhance skin brightness, minimize pores, and give you a more radiant, supple, and flawless looking complexion. So this one is supposed to minimize pores. So I'm not going to use a pore filling primer today for sure. We'll test that out. After 10 minutes of wear, it's supposed to have 100% of subjects showed a clinically measured increase in skin hydration. So this is supposed to be super, super hydrating. After 10 minutes of wearing this, your skin's supposed to be 100% more hydrated. Those are a lot of claims there. And also subjects showed an average clinically measured increase in skin hydration of over 79%. What? So, okay. This is tricky. So it says after 10 minutes, every single one of their test subjects showed that their skin was hydrated, but an average of those showed that their skin was hydrated 79% more. So that's tricky. Think about that. That's tricky. Okay, and so let's see, they say how to apply. For the most natural looking coverage, blend thin layers of the CC cream into your skin using your IT Cosmetic Heavenly Luxe complexion brush. We don't have that brush, so we're going to use another brush. And so it says focus on parts of your face that may need most coverage first, such as under your eyes, around your nose and mouth, chin, center foreheads, all of which typically have blemishes or uneven skin tone. When you blend out from these areas, the foundation becomes thinner as it reaches your hairline, helping you achieve a beautifully flawless finish. Okay, so this foundation does only have about 7 shades. So they go from fair, light, medium, medium tan, tan, rich, and deep. So at least they have like a fair and a deep and then some in between, but 7 is not a lot. But again, this claims to be a CC cream, not a foundation, so I can kind of see why they don't do that. On the bottle, it does say it's a full coverage cream. So this claims to be full coverage. It doesn't necessarily claim to be luminous. It claims to be more natural. So we're going to see how that is. It does claim to fix pores, cover dark spots. So we're going to see if that is all true. A little bit about my skin. I have normal to dry skin. I have dark spots from pregnancy. I have sensitive skin, especially to higher end foundations. I can break out very easily. So like by the end of the night, I'll have like a pimple growing where I can just feel it. And yeah, that's kind of, I think that's basically it about my skin. So let's bring you guys in closer. Let's get started with the first impressions. So I wish I had another headband other than just this one, but this shall do for now, so you guys can really see what's going on with my skin. Okay, so this is my skin this morning. I don't look as pale as I feel like I looked yesterday. Yesterday I was looking at the footage and I was like, I look pale at the beginning. I feel a lot better. Still not feeling too good. I am 38 weeks pregnant today, guys. If you're so curious, if you're new and you don't care, sorry that this is long. Let's just get started. So here we go. Medium. We'll see if it fits me. Let's start out with a primer. I don't want to use a pore minimizing primer because it claims to be pore minimizing. So I want to make sure to stay away from that. Also, it's supposed to hydrate, so I don't want a hydrating primer, and it doesn't claim to be luminous, it claims to be natural, so I don't want to mess with that. So I want a primer that isn't going to mess with anything. So here we go. The good old NYX Angel Veil doesn't mess with anything. So this is what, it just is a perfect base, that's all. And I think it's about time I get another one. All right, so let's put this on all over the face. Because it's an all-in-one, so you're not supposed to have to use a primer, but I always do, so I'm gonna put a little bit of this Milani lip oil on because I feel like my lips are dry. All right, so I'm gonna be trying the foundation off with a Morphe sponge and also with a brush. I'm just going to use the Morphe Y7. It's been my favorite brush so far, and so I'm gonna use that. So on this side of the face where I don't have as much imperfections, I just have some like 2 freckles here, I'll use the Morphe sponge. Okay, so then on this side of the face where I have the pigmentation, I'll use the brush. And so you're supposed to do a couple layers if you want full coverage. So let's go ahead and try that and see how it goes. So let's have SPF 50, so maybe I'll take a flash test and see how it looks, even though I don't expect it to look very well. All right, let's pump some of this out. Whoa, it's not liquidy at all, and that pump gave me a whole ton lot. Okay, so let's do the Morphe side first. It does say they do recommend to use a brush. It has like a lemony scent to it. Does this have lemon in it? Any kind of citrus? Let me look. It has fruit oil in it. Orange peel oil, citrus, lime oil. That's really good because my skin loves that stuff. So I'm kind of getting a little bit excited here. Okay, let's do this. Wow, I am very impressed with the coverage. I thought for sure it's going to be like a sheer coverage issue here. So I'm going to add a little bit, and it says you're supposed to be able to add it underneath your eyes. So okay, that's one side. Oh, wow, it blended right into the skin. It doesn't feel tacky at all. It doesn't look like I'm wearing foundation. So far, like foundations with these squeezy tubes have been nice. All right, let's do it with a brush. We'll apply whatever's left on this side, and then if I have to, all right. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna leave that coverage there and try to try to build up coverage elsewhere. Just poke my eye. I do have a little like spot on my forehead too. I have like spots from pregnancy that just are like, I have a spot under here too. So far it gave me definitely more coverage on this side, very close to full coverage. I can still kind of see like some shadows there. Let's try to build right here up, right here, and a little more right here. And it's not supposed to accentuate fine lines. I have lines here, and as you can see, it's doing a really good job of not sinking into the lines. So I'm impressed so far, guys. I really am getting impressed so far. So I think this was a good match. It's not accentuating my pores, but I don't feel like it's minimizing them all that well. So, but it did sink into the skin. It does look more natural for having this much coverage. It definitely looks like I'm not wearing as much makeup. Yesterday's I tried the LA Colors one, and that one looked heavy. This one doesn't look heavy. It also dries really quickly, so I might not even need to set it. I might just set my under eyes because it feels really good. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back and we'll see how it looks after all of my makeup is done. But you can kind of see my skin, how it looks right now. Okay, so this is how my foundation ended up looking after I put the rest of my makeup on. I think it really does look like a full coverage foundation. So their full coverage claims I think are good. Now that I put powder on, I feel like my pores are minimized. I'm not sure if it's from the powder or the foundation, but I feel like the foundation did a good job of hiding my pores, but they didn't completely minimize them, but they did a whole lot better than a lot of other foundations that I've tried. So I give it that. I also love the smell. I love the smell. I love that there's lemon going on my skin because my skin really loves that and it eats it up. And also the foundation really sunk into the skin and I couldn't feel it. Like it felt like sometimes foundations, when they dry down, but they don't feel like they've disappeared. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like your skin without foundation. You can still kind of feel something. With this one, I don't feel anything. I didn't feel that I had any product on my skin. It literally felt like just my skin, like it had sunk in. As far as the claims that it's hydrating and moisturizing, I'm just gonna have to wear it and see how I feel a little bit. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys what else I have on my face, just in case you're wondering. I'll also link things down below. So on my lips, I really wanted to try the Catrice Cosmetics Matte Lip Artist. It's a 6-hour chubby pencil, and this one is in the shade 50 Fashion Reditorial, and I hauled this recently and I've been dying to try it, and I figured today is like a Superman day, so I thought why not put it on. The powder I used was the e.l.f. finishing powder in light medium. I'm loving it. I mean, I'm loving it. It's really nice, and I feel like it made the foundation look really nice. Now I didn't powder my whole face. I powdered underneath the eyes and the concealer area right here, a little bit on my nose, a little bit here, because it was kind of, the foundation's really sunk into my creases here, so I thought if I powdered it, it might be better, and a little bit on my chin. That's it. So my cheeks and stuff are not powdered because I didn't feel like I needed to powder them. For blush, and my blush and bronzers, I use the Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers, and I don't have these individually, but I used Pink Leopard kind of as my blush, and then as my like contour, I used the Endless Summer, which is right here, and then I did mostly Beach Bunny for like a bronzy look. So that one and the Pink Leopard together is what's giving me that look on my cheeks. And then for a highlight, I use the Milani Day Glow Strobe Light Highlight. When I went back to Arizona, I picked it up out of my storage stuff. I need to bring the rest of my makeup. That's why there's not such a variety, if you're wondering, in Foundation Week. Why isn't there such a makeup variety? Because all of my stuff is still in Arizona. But anyways, this is the highlight that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. And on my eyes, I basically just mixed some of these bronzers again on my eyes, and I just popped some lashes on. I mean, I didn't want a lot on my eyes. Whenever I wear a red lip, my eyes tend to be just simple. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go back to talking about my face. So, as I was saying, oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think that this is one that it has to, because I don't know if everyone's like this or if it's just me, that any full coverage foundation for me looks heavy because I'm not a full coverage girl very often. So this foundation doesn't look heavy, but I can see, obviously when I get really close, I can see that I'm wearing makeup. But I think this is one of the foundations that as it wears, like in an hour, it's gonna really melt into the skin. And if I would have used a setting spray, it definitely would have melted into the skin from the beginning, but I'm not gonna set it. I wanna see how long it wears. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. So I will be going and sharing what I look like live today as I'm filming. If you wanna be a part of that, make sure that you're following me on Instagram. Every single time I do first impressions, I do share it live in the stories and Snapchat. I try to. So yeah, so far so good. I love it. I think the match is great, and we'll see how it wears throughout the day. So I'll check back with you guys in 5 hours. We're back. It's been about 4.5, almost 5 hours. It is about 2:15. So let's check in and see how the foundation looks on my skin. I think on my cheeks, it definitely looks very natural. It doesn't look heavy at all. Around my nose, it looks a little bit like dry and like it's accumulating. But here, I definitely look glowy. Yeah, on my nose, I definitely look glowy. I don't know what that's about. That's kind of weird, but yeah, I look glowy there. So originally it kind of sunk into fine lines, and they're still kind of there, but it doesn't look like product's there. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, like you can't see in between the lines that there's like product crumpled up in there. It looks a lot better, and like I said, I totally thought that this foundation was gonna look better the longer I wear it, and it has been looking better. I'm loving the coverage. The coverage is amazing. It hasn't lost any coverage. Still looks really, 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 really good, and it's hanging in there, and I'm really, really excited about this one because it's turning out like that it's looking good. So I kind of took a better look, and I did take a flash picture for you guys. I'm gonna insert it so you can see. I didn't find a lot of bounce back, even though this was 50. Does have SPF 50 on it. Okay, so another thing, I did decide that medium was maybe a little bit too light for me, so I went back to get medium tan. I swatched it at Ulta. I exchanged my other one, which leads me to my next point. If you ever get a foundation, Ulta, Sephora, even Walmart, any of those places, and they don't match you, take it back and exchange it for the right color. Get what you paid for. Get the right color. Definitely, I mean, even at Ulta and Sephora, they encourage you, hey, if I'm gonna buy a foundation online, should I return it? You know, should I come back and exchange it, return it if it doesn't match me? Yes, 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 you can. So anyway, so I went back and I got medium tan, and I took a picture while I was swatching it at the store so you guys could see the difference between medium and medium tan. I think medium is a little bit more on the pinker side, and medium tan is just more on the like regular yellow or goldy side. So can you see that? So I definitely think this is, I know that this one is gonna match me a lot better, and since I'm liking it so far, I really wanted to make sure that I had my correct shade. So at the very end of the night, I'll swatch this for you guys on my, like maybe on part of my face, or I don't know, and show you the color and how this one looks. Also, check down below, whichever shade I put down below is gonna be the one that fits me the best, and then you can compare that shade with all the other shades that match me, because I don't wanna put a shade down there and say that it matches me. Like, I don't wanna put the foundation down their shade and then have all these other foundations that match me and you compare and think that they're the same if the one I'm trying on doesn't match me. Does that even make sense? If this one matches me, which I'm pretty sure this one will, I'll put it in the description box as the shade that I picked up so that you can see for yourself. I mean, medium doesn't look too bad, but I still feel like my skin's a little bit darker and I don't want to have like a white face. So I think that the medium tan is definitely going to fit me a lot better. So that was the longest talk ever. Sorry guys, that was so long. Anyways, I think that's it. I don't know. I mean, I want you to see the nose thing going on. So let me bring you in. Okay, can you see the nose, like it accumulating? Like, can you see that and how oily it is on my nose and like this right here? Anyways, I'll be back and I'll check in with you guys at the very end of the night. Okay, so we're back. It's about almost 8:30, so it's been about 11 hours, I would say. Almost 11 hours. And this is how the makeup, like the foundation, looks on my skin. I still see coverage, which is a total plus for me because I'm not, after the 5-hour mark, I always lose coverage on all of my foundations. And especially drugstore foundations, like this, the longevity of them is just terrible. So I'm really excited because this foundation still looks really, really good, especially in the cheek area. I mean, you can see some of my darkness now, but it's been 11 hours. My nose got shiny, but it didn't get any shinier. It just kind of got a glow to it. So I would powder that. But it doesn't look bad. I mean, I think the only area that I feel like looks bad is around my nose. It, like the product kind of fell apart there. I don't know why I'm doing this. Sorry. It kind of accumulated and looks weird there. But everywhere else, it looks really, really nice. I'm really, really enjoying the foundation. I think it's an awesome foundation and it's something great that feels light, feels good. My skin doesn't feel dry. I don't know how moisturized it feels, but it doesn't feel dry. It did do what it said. I mean, it got a fuller coverage foundation, not completely full coverage. Whenever I think of like the maximum full coverage, I think of like the Dermacol foundation. It's not like that. But it definitely, for a CC cream, it did so well. I really enjoyed it. I'm absolutely enjoyed it. I think it's a really good foundation. So I will insert a picture of me wearing the foundation whenever I'm wearing the new shade medium tan so you guys can see. But for now, I'll just quickly swatch it. Can you see how much closer that is to my skin rather than like a white face and dark? Like, can you see that? Can you see how much closer that looks? Anyways, this is medium tan. I think that one fits me probably the best out of medium or medium tan. I think that's basically it. That's all I really have to say. I really like it. I like how this looks. I don't mind this face after 11 hours. I don't mind it at all. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to come back for tomorrow's foundation video. So tomorrow we're gonna have a whole new foundation video. Really fun. Give me a big old fat thumbs up if you like that. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.